Hi, I want to talk about these Albanians. You're such a funny bunch of people. I mean, when the Serbs came into Kosovo and whooped your ass, you straight away became the oppressed Muslims, right? But when NATO came and saved you, you became Americans. This is where you Albanians are deceiving the Muslim world. Why don't you do one big favor for me? Why don't you revert back to your Albanianism, whatever pagan religion you were, yeah, and don't follow nothing Islamic, because you're an insult to Islam. I mean, even Serbs are stupid in this area. Only a few intelligent ones are aware of this. They blame Muslims, right, when Albanians are not practicing Muslims. They don't have anything Islamic, right? Is that the Jews helped the KLA. They funded them, they trained them to counter Milosevic and to counter the Serbian influence, because Milosevic didn't want Zionistic Jewish rule over Serbia. Milosevic had wanted to be with the East, with China and Russia. But people such as Joe Lieberman, Tom Lantos, Madeleine Albright, US Senator Barbara Boxer, US Senator Specter, US General Wesley Clark, and the list can go on. There's hundreds of them, are all Jews, and they're all helping the Albanians and the KLA. So how can you say it's an Islamic movement when the same people who are murdering and sponsoring people to kill Muslims, right, are supporting the KLA? It's only for their own interests, and it's for an oil pipe. So my Serbian friends, please be intelligent and don't be going off about the past. Oh, we hate Muslims, we saved Europe from Muslims. Because you know what Europe thinks of you? The same way they think about Russia. They don't like you, okay? Europe is a Vatican, Zionist, Nazi occupied continent, right? Yes, they are Jewish, Zionist, Nazis, okay? Anyway, yeah, and the whole West supports them. Albania's in Iraq, Albania's in Afghanistan killing innocent Muslim civilians on behalf of NATO. So how can one say, oh, they're Muslims? That's just stupid. That's how the Zionists are on your side, right? On the Albanian side, and now they've gone on the Serb side saying, oh, we need to help the Christians against the Muslim extremists. They're not Muslim. The KLA is not an Islamic movement, okay? Yeah, and it's just so amazing when Serbs go on about they insult Muslims in the Middle East and Asia and all that, you know, since the Americans come. But when the Serbs came to whoop their ass, they were, oh, we are Muslims, we being oppressed, you know, we're oppressed, and rubbish like that. It's all lies. They are lying to you, Serbs. You know, don't be fooled by it. The majority of the countries in the international community who have not recognized Kosovo have been Muslim countries, not Christian countries. Countries such as Tajikistan, Indonesia, Iran, you know, Syria, even Egypt, Tunisia, all these other countries. Well, half of them I don't trust, especially the Arab countries, but still, at least Iran, you know, doesn't support Kosovo, which is good, while Christian countries support them. So you got, you know, for the Serbs out there, you got to align yourself with the Russians and the Iranians and other countries in Central Asia, such as Tajikistan and Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan, all these places. And what the Western media doesn't tell you is that Iran recently signed a defense and security pact with Serbia. So this is what's really pissing the Albanians off. It's because they with the Americans, they work with the Jewish Zionists and the Americans to fool Muslims to go against the Serbs. I have absolutely nothing wrong with the Serbs, alhamdulillah. You look at the Orthodox Church, you look at their women, look at their culture, tradition, is very like the East, how we live. That's why it's called the Eastern Orthodox Church. Okay, it's not the Western Orthodox Church, is it? They follow strict rules and laws, which is good. This is what anyone who follows religion should follow, them laws, but not not go to the extreme. But when you see Muslim so-called extremists, they were from CIA camps during the 80s. They are veteran CIA oil jihadis who were used by the West. The West created the Islamic extremism. They supported the oppression of moderate Muslim movements such as the Sufis and Shias as well. The West supported radical Islam, right? They used it in Bosnia, you know, to kill pro-Muslim Bosnian Serbs, you know, the Bosnian Muslims who are with the Serbs, such as Fedrik Ebedik. Look at him, he's in jail, you know. All the pro-Muslim Serbs, all the pro-Muslims, you know, who wanted to be with Serbia and wanted a region called Yugoslavia, were killed in the NATO bombing. The NATO bombing struck and destroyed and killed them. Okay, so what did you have left? A bunch of radicals from the Arab countries who were imported there, you know what I mean. They were sent there into Bosnia for the oil jihad, just like in Afghanistan. They've killed off the good Muslims and they've replaced them with a bunch of radicals who only benefit the Jewish Zionists, the Albanians and the West. You know, and now they're trying to fool Serbs into thinking that's it, Muslims hate Serbs and Muslims support Albanians. That is total lies. We do not support Albanians. And this is the other thing, right? Which right-minded Muslim would want to support Albania and their dreams of a great Albania, which is Kosovo, which I believe is rightfully Serbian land? But anyway, the Americans are building a 55,000 military permanent base in Kosovo to counter the so-called Iranian threat, right? So they're building a base purposely in Kosovo, so they're using Albanians, making them feel, you know, you're one of us. You know, they're just so stupid, these Albanians, that they believe what the American Zionists Nazis say, you know. But they're just using their land, you know. They're using the KLA to protect this base from, you know, Serbs. So the best way is to ethnically cleanse the Serbs, and not just Serbs, because there's also a group of Muslim Serbs who are a Southern Slavic group or something like that. I'm not expert in this, but they're called the Gurani people, and they're being exterminated. Yes. So any Muslims out there, how can you say the KLA is a Muslim movement or we support Kosovo, when the Albanians were murdering Gurani Muslims and they were murdering the Slavic Muslim? You know, there were a few Bosniaks lived there who fled to Serbia, who's supposed to be the Orthodox Christian enemy. But you see, I'm wise, I read, I do research, okay, and I'm not fooled by Albanian propaganda. And Hashim Thaçi has just recently came from Israel, and he said in Israel that Kosovo is not a Islamic country. So any stupid Muslim out there, excluding me, right, because I'm not stupid, is actually supporting a fascist, murdering tyranny called the KLA, and they are not supporting any Muslim interests in Europe. They're just being used, and they know this very well. And our main ally should be Serbia. You know, we should stand up. They're people of the book too. In Islam it says Christians are the people of the book. And the only people who have preserved Christianity in its rightful form are the Orthodox Church, not the Vatican. Vatican changes every day. You know, they change the scripts every day. But anyway, this is my message to the Serbs. I'm a Muslim. I support you. Stand strong, but just please don't blame Islam for everything. Don't be deceived by the Jewish Zionist media. Okay? Salute.